Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Marycolette here. How you doing? Welcome to this mukbang slash question and answer video. I told you guys to ask me questions in my community tab here on YouTube as well as my Instagram, and you guys sent me some juicy questions, and today we are going to be eating and answering these questions. I have ordered some food from one of my favorite places to order food courts. I have also ordered some bubble tea. Yes, if you guys remember in my last video I told you guys that I was going to order something more interesting, and I decided to order it again today, and this flavor is called mango lassi. I love mango. Let's open it up and see what we got. Yes, okay, so I got some chicken tenders, yes, some spicy fries, yes. I wish you guys were here to smell how good this food smells. I also got some burger. Ooh, how good does that look, guys? Does that make you hungry? Does that? If it does, then maybe you should grab some food as well so that we can both be eating while having this conversation. I got some honey mustard sauce for the chicken tenders. I love doing that. I love this one. Oh my god. I love it. If you love mango, then you would love it. Oh, that is so good. Whoever said money can't buy happiness hasn't tasted these chicken tenders. My goodness. This is so good. I'm such a foodie. After I work out, I feel guilty a little bit, but not that guilty. Let's go straight into the questions and stop eating already, okay? All right. First question here says, as a creator, when do you know that it's time to quit your 9-to-5 and focus on building a brand for yourself? Hi Amanda. I was in this same position 2 years ago. I had a 9-to-5 and I quit my 9-to-5 to focus on building my content creation brand. And honestly, I don't feel like when I did, I felt like I was ready. But two things that I'll tell you that you should take into consideration before making that huge step would be 100% sure that this is what you want to do. And I say this because a lot of people from the outside looking into content creation see content creation as something that's super easy. But the truth is, it's not easy. I'm going to be very, very honest. Content creation is not easy, be it on Instagram, YouTube, you name it, it is not. I believe that you should at least start, test the waters, see if it's something that you actually enjoy and you want to take seriously and do full term. Another thing is, I think that before taking that step, have something to fall back on. And I say that because content creation is not the most stable job. In fact, it is not stable at all. Unlike your 9-to-5 where you are guaranteed your salary at the end of every month, with content creation, it doesn't work like that. Some months are good, some months are not so good. Your backup could either be your family, someone you can call, if everything is red and maybe, you need some help, your partner, your friends, your siblings, savings, have like a contingency. Oh God. Even after having those things in place, it can still be extremely scary. But from one ex-9-to-5er to probably another, do it. On tough days, what motivates you to keep going? Hi Zainab. The fear of looking back a couple of years from now at this period or this position where I am right now and feeling like I didn't do enough or I didn't live up to my full potential. motivates me to keep going, as well as people around me as well. I'm very, very blessed to have the most amazing people around me in the form of my partner, my friends, my family, constantly encouraging me, and just even seeing my friends and people around me do well for themselves also motivates me. Like, you know what, if this person can do it, I can do it. Even people that I don't know and I've never met, I watch their YouTube videos, for instance, and I just see what they're doing and I'm just inspired. When did you start YouTube? How long did it take you to get monetized? Okay, hi Martha. I joined YouTube on the 17th of July 2020, and it took me about 6 to 7 months to get monetized. Food makes me so happy. Or maybe because I haven't eaten today and I'm just really hungry. What was your parents' reaction to your decision to cohabiting with Ilo? Did you have to convince them? If yes, how? So when it comes to my parents, for as long as I can remember, I have always been such an independent kid. I always say that if I had siblings, I would probably be my parents' least favorite because I am not the clingy child. Like, I've always wanted to just go outside and do stuff for myself, and I did since I was probably like 17, 18. I've literally been in the entertainment circle for years, be it music videos to modeling to acting, you name it, I've been there. At first, being my mom's only child, she was scared shitless. She did what any mother would do. She would complain, she would literally be on my neck about just me wanting to do stuff on my own. But over time, she came to trust me and trust my decisions, because she then saw that even though she's not sitting beside me 24 hours a day, she's doing things by herself, at least I can see what she's doing for herself, and that trust was definitely built. I've said all this to say that when it now came time for me to live with Ilo, I mean, this is someone that has stayed in the hostel by herself. I've been living with my friends, I've been coming to work. I was already well into my 20s at the time. I think I was around like 26. I went to her and my mom said something that absolutely surprised me and made me so proud at the same time. She said to me, "I know that you're telling me this not because you want my permission, but just out of respect, because you want me to know." And in that moment, I felt so like, oh my gosh, we didn't get here in a day, but look at my mother. She actually said that. Like, before, it would have been, a battle, probably an argument, but she actually understood when I broke down my reasons for wanting to do it, pros for me and everything. She was just like, you know what, if that's what you really want to do, I trust you, go ahead and do it. And eventually she met Ilo as well, and she was just like, you know what, yeah. Did you ever have pressure from peers or parents on what course and department to do? Girl, yes. While I was in secondary school, there was this mindset that we all had that science departments were for the intelligent kids in school, commercial department was for average students, while art was for the losers, basically. And me, being me, I didn't care much for physics or chemistry, so I was just like, if I can't be with the intelligent students, I might as well just be in the middle, which is commercial class. Even though I thrived in the arts, I was phenomenal. I had straight A's in literature, history, government, anything that had to do with arts. I was amazing. It was very, very clear that I was such an art student, but because of the pressure to fit in with the cool kids or the intelligent kids, I went to commercial class and I studied, guys, you would not believe it, accounting. I wanted to be an accountant, even though I hated math. I hated anything that had to do with DYDX or debit and credit, hated it. And funny enough, I still managed to do pretty well because, in school, I was actually I was smart. I was actually smart. For those who don't know, I went to Yaba College of Technology for 2 years before going to the University of Lagos for 4 years. So in Yaba Tech, I studied accounting for 2 years. And guys, I failed, I barely passed. My result was mostly C, D, C, D, 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 C, 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 D, D, D. The only thing that saved me was that I didn't have carryovers, but Even the pass that I passed was literally just by God's grace, and that was what the result of peer pressure and wanting to fit in did to me. Oma wants to know, how would you rate Ilo from 1 to 10? I'm confused. I don't rate that guy. I don't rate him. I'm just kidding. 1 to 10 is just like not enough. Can I rate him like 8,000 or like 10,000? What is that thing that keeps me and Ilo going? I feel like with Ilo and I, what makes our relationship so special is that I have a friend, I have a best friend, I have a boyfriend, I have a confidant, I have a playmate, I have a gossip partner, I have a movie buddy, I have a TV show partner. Knowing that I have all of that in one person is like, what more do I want, you know? So yeah, I hope that answers the question. I'm trying not to be so cringe here, guys. I'm trying, but yeah, that's all I can say about that question, okay? Would you advise a new YouTuber to invest into a camera? If yes, why? And if no, why? I like this question. If yes, why? If no, why? Yes or no? And I say yes, if you can afford it comfortably, of course, buy a camera. Whether you like it or not, when people open your video, the first thing they see is your picture quality before they even hear what you're saying. I say no because I feel like some people go into content creation on YouTube with the mindset that piece of cake, easy peasy. This is not just to put a camera in front of me, sit down and record, but it's not. It's a lot. You don't want to be that person that right off the bat, you've bought a bunch of gadgets and 2 months down the line, you don't want to be a YouTuber anymore. Maybe like give it a couple of videos or a month or two to be sure that that's what you really want to do. And then if you can afford it, girl, buy that camera. Are you joking? That's not to say that if you are a new YouTuber and you can't afford a camera, there's a problem. I got monetized on this channel while I was filming with my phone. This phone right here. So if it is a phone that you have and you can afford and you're a YouTuber, by all means, start. I have a video on this channel about how to film good quality videos with your phone, so make sure to check that out as well. Mobella wants to know, what app do you use for editing your videos and what advice do you have for new YouTubers? I use 2 things. I use CapCut and I use Adobe Premiere Pro. As for my advice for new YouTubers, I would say that my advice would be to be as flexible as possible. When I first started as well, I wanted to do fashion hauls, and I realized that for me to be doing fashion hauls, I had to have money to be buying clothes in bulk. I couldn't afford that. But I was just like, you know what? I switched, I changed. I started doing more lifestyle. My friend Dami Twitch was doing his music video one day and I was like, let me just follow you and do BTS. I started switching it up, mixing my content up, and one day one of it just picked. All I'm trying to say is feel free to experiment, especially as a new YouTuber. Try different things. As long as these are all things that you have passion for, try them. You never know which one people would pick up on more. That is the advice I have right now, like off the top of my head. What is your advice for new YouTubers in some aspects, and how did you get monetized? I already answered the first question. And how did I get monetized? One day, my friend Dami Twitch, the video director, the music video director, told me he was going to be shooting Davido, Jawo, and I was like, can I come? And he was like, yeah. So I went and I shot BTS content. Another day, he said he was shooting The Best, Davido, and I was like, can I come? He said, yeah. I followed him and I shot BTS content, posted it on my channel, uploaded it, and it got thousands of views. And from those videos, I literally got monetized. Like, I think I posted Jawo first and then The Best. Then after The Best, I passed my watch time. Like less than 2 days after I posted the BTS, I was monetized. And that's why I said, try different things. As a new YouTuber, it doesn't have to be following one direction. Try something else. Chinenye Emesiofo wants to know how Ilo and I share bills. Chinenye. Hey! Martha wants to know, why so gorgeous? That's my question, and you better answer it. Jeans, my dear, jeans, okay? You should see my mom. She is like stunning. How do you manage work, your alone time, and living with your partner? Right now, I'm having an alone time. I'm alone in this house. Ilo has gone to work. I went to the gym this morning, got food, and now I am filming this video. And even when Ilo is home, I still have my alone time, because thankfully we have like rooms in this house where like if one person is in one room, I can be in the other, or I can be in the living room if I need some alone time. It's just communication. As much as we enjoy each other's company and we love to do things together, we also love to do things by ourselves. It's a relationship, not a cage. So yeah, I manage just fine. Chinenye has another question for me. Did you make new friends on set of Dilemma? Thank God. Question I can answer. Chinenye. Just kidding. Yes, I absolutely did. So the thing about Dilemma is, with the character that I play, there are people that I work with very frequently and there are people that I work with occasionally. So someone like Kaineto, played by Jocelyn Duma, for instance, I only had like a scene with her twice throughout the entire series. But you see people like Tahir, Raul, Goldie, Yolaine, Sholakbe, those were my guys, okay? We even have like a group chat where like we constantly talk and like organize, you know, events outside of set, and like maybe someone's doing something, we do that together. Oshua is like my friend. I've known Oshua for years before we even did Dilemma together. So yes, Sister Titi, hi Titi. Sister Titi wants to know, what did I study in the university? I studied human resource management. Just kidding, or not. How to prevent copyright on your YouTube videos? So I use Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound is like a monthly subscription platform for getting music. So epidemicsound.com, you would pay a fee of $15 per month and you'll be free to use any songs from thousands of music on their platform for that month. And even after your subscription expires, the music that you've used in your previous videos still won't get copyrighted, okay? But if you don't subscribe, you will get copyrighted. HelloThematic.com. Now, Hello Thematic has a free version and a paid version. Personally, I feel like all their good songs are on their paid version, but you can also get copyright-free music from their free version, HelloThematic.com. You can also get music from SoundCloud, but the problem with SoundCloud is that with SoundCloud, yeah, you might get copyrighted in the future. Even if you don't get copyrighted now, you probably get in the future, probably. So yeah, I don't really advise SoundCloud as much, but you see Epidemic Sound and Thematic. So right off the bat on Instagram, you give me Temi Otedola vibes. You give me Temi Otedola energy. You are super pretty too. If I had $1 for every time someone says I look like Temi, I'll be filthy rich by now. Someone even told me that I talk like her, I act like her. I am confused. How? I don't see Joe, but I don't mind it. She's a pretty girl. She seems sweet, so if you guys say I look like her, then that's cool. But energy and vibes. Her vibes are rich vibes. You guys realize that, right? I don't know what part of my aesthetics is giving rich, but I claim it in Jesus' name. Amen. How has June been? Excited to see what braiding hairstyle you do next. Girl, this is it. This is my aesthetic right now. Yeah, it's just basically faux locks that I had done, I think 3 or 4 days ago. Hi MC, what's your greatest and biggest fear? It doesn't have to be just one. I think I mentioned it earlier in this video. Basically just letting life pass me by, looking back and realizing I didn't live up to my fullest potential because of fear of what people would say, or letting fear hinder me from just living life. Like, that's my biggest fear, like not living life, like just existing. Yeah. Salma Brima, how fun was it acting in the Dilemma series? Oh my god, Diamante. Abby, is that your name? Diamante, girl. It was so much fun. If there's one thing I enjoyed the most about playing Salma, it was just how much like my character changes. Like I was constantly having to wear different hats. Like 1 minute I'm a rude, spoiled brat, the next minute I'm a lover girl, next minute I'm in a BDSM slap my face shitless relationship. Next minute I'm crying my eyes out. Crazy roller coaster. But would I do it again? Absolutely yes. I absolutely enjoyed that character, playing that character, Salma. And yeah, if you aren't watching Dilemma, then what the hell are you doing, girl? What has been your happiest moment so far? My happiest moment so far has to be, off the top of my head, my birthday. Happiest day ever. Happiest day. There are 1,000 more happy moments, but right now, the most recent one has to be my birthday. If you could go back and change one event in your life, what would it be? I won't study all those jaga that I studied, all those jagbajantis that I studied in school, Jerry. I mean, I don't have regrets. I'm grateful, period. But if I could go back, I would have just stayed in art class, gone to film school, because I feel like those 6 years of my life that I spent in school are years I can't get back. So why not just spend it studying something that I at least cared about, you know? So if I could go back, it would definitely be I'll definitely do that differently. What has been the biggest lesson that you've learned so far in life? Gosh, you guys are amazing with these questions. Like, what? My biggest lesson that I've learned so far in life, off the top of my head right now, I would say learning to do what makes me happy. Growing up, oof, girl, your girl was a people pleaser. Hey, it was too bad. Hey, people pleaser. Hey, what will this person say? If I wear this outfit now, this person would say that something. If I do this hair, let me not do it because you don't want this person to say something. And a part of me feels like that people-pleasing attitude was instilled in me, but like just based on my upbringing. As an African child, it's always, mom be like Baja say, mom made this say, you know, it's always that. And like growing up unconsciously, it's embedded in you and you find yourself doing the same thing. But that is something I had to unlearn quick. Like always worried about someone else's feeling. Fuck your feelings! Like I've been rambling on about in this video, you don't want to look back on your life and have regrets that, if I had known, I would have done this and I would have done that. Like, if it makes you happy, do it all. We don't get a do-over. As far as I'm concerned, me, I don't know anybody that has died and come back to life. It's just this one life. So biggest lesson so far is to do what makes me happy. First of all, Toby, Obaromi, your questions are beautiful. Like, shouts to you. Did you ever have any fear of being public with your relationship? Absolutely yes. This is the first time in my life that I have been public about my relationship. Did I want to share the beautiful relationship that I was in? Absolutely. I wanted to. Like, I watch these kind of relationships and pray that I have a connection with someone like I currently have now. The only thing that I was scared of at the time was just what people would say. Like, what would happen? What if this happens? What if that happens? What if? Do I feel absolutely happy sharing this part of my life with you guys? Absolutely. I go back, watch my videos, and I cry sometimes. Like, is this actually really happening to me? And I know that years from now, I will still come back, watch those videos, and be thankful that I recorded these moments. I would not, like, I would not trade it for anything, is what I'm saying. Yeah, I was scared at first, but not anymore, my darling. Not anymore. If anything, experiencing this, recording it, posting it, that's what makes me happy, and that is exactly what I'm going to keep on doing. Okay? Oh my gosh, I'm done. Woo! This has been so interesting. Oh my god. Let me show you what's left of my food. I have very few chicken nuggets left. We have come to the end of this Q&A/mukbang, and I think that, my burger is cold, but we're going to eat it like that. This calls for a bite of, let me take out the onions because I don't want my breath. Oh, that's good. Maybe 2 bites. You know how they say food gives you energy? Food makes you tired, and then when you wake up, you have energy. I feel like I've just been sitting here gisting with my friends. I would love to do this again sometime, but for now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a very big, fat, thick thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't subscribed already, and I'll be sure to see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.